Ever since its IPO, we have seen the Hyliion stock take an absolute dive. There's been moments where it would recover up to 27, maybe back down, then up to 23. But for the most part, we have seen this stock pretty much just take a massive dive. It started off, doing pretty good. It got all the way up to $55. We all knew it was unrealistic and would come crashing back down, but I don't think any of us predicted that it would come down this much. And in the last couple days, in the last couple weeks, I've been getting a lot of requests from you guys just sending me Instagram messages. If you do want to contact me, make sure you hit up my Instagram. It's in the description below. I always reply there. But a lot of you guys were messaging me and you're saying like, hey, is it now? Are you selling now? Like, are you getting out of it? And we haven't seen a stock portfolio update from you recently. So how much are you in it still? Have you sold anything? Are you still buying anything? And what's going on? Because it's starting to get past numbers that even I didn't think it would. In today's video, I will be going over the reasons I am not selling. I am staying in Hyliion. I'll be going over all of the reasons. I won't be diving super duper deep into each single one, but I will be laying it all out and the thought processes behind why I'm staying in it. If you guys do enjoy this video, if you're a Hyliion investor, if you're a Hyliion hater, anything like that, you can let me know down in the comment section below. If you have any requests for videos, let me know in the comment section below. I'm taking all requests. I want to post at least 5 times a week going into next week. Starting off 2021 with a bang. Gonna get this channel up. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna fly to the moon. So definitely let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. If you do enjoy my content, if you do find it valuable, entertaining, or any of the above, you can let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing as well. It would help me out a tremendous amount and it doesn't take too much of your time. So I would really, really appreciate it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and let's take a look at why I'm not selling Hyliion after taking such a big dive. Now, the very first reason that I am not selling Hyliion, and the reason I'm not getting out of this company, even though it is where it is simply for the fact that the reason that I invested in this company has not changed. That is the big thing. That is the big thing right there. It really doesn't get much more complex than that. It is just that simple. The reasons I have invested into this company have not changed. There were certain things, certain fundamentals, and certain basics that I look at before I decide whether I want to invest in a company. Now, mind you, I only have 4 investments. So the fact that Hyliion made that cut should say something. But whenever I go back and I take a look at the reasons, I write them all down. The reasons why I'm investing in a company, the things that I'm looking for from this company, the potential I think it has, or all of the overall, just the overall company, its fundamentals and its base. When I invest in that company, I look at all of this. None of it's changed. I've said in multiple videos over and over and over again. Just because the stock price is volatile doesn't mean the fundamentals are. Because some people are like, man, the stock price is like up and down, up and down, up and down. Who cares? At the end of the day, who really cares if you invested for the fundamentals, which is what I did. Because whenever you talk about being a long-term investor, if you're a long-term investor, you understand and you even appreciate the fact that there are going to be times like this that are going to make you question, did I make the right investment? Should I get out? Should I do this? And in your right mind, every time, you always say, if it goes down, I'm not selling. Because I invested into this company for all of these reasons. I invested in the company for the fundamentals, this, that. So whenever it gets bad, I'm not selling because I know that it can come back. And in a moment like this, where we're seeing it drop, where there's a lot of uncertainty, will it come back? Will it not? This is that moment where I have to think back to the past, whenever it was up, going back up to 27. And I'm thinking, I knew I shouldn't have sold. And look, I could be wrong. The day could come that I look at this thing and it's at $1. And I'm like, man, that sucks. But at the end of the day, the reason I invested in this company has not changed. So let's go ahead. I'm going to take a look at a few different things, a few key aspects of this company and what really made me want to invest in them. If you are a new person to Hyliion, if you're not really sure what they're all about, you just heard this EV company has a good stock price at this point, could be a little bit appealing, but you might have wanted to know a little bit more about them. That is what's going to be next. I'm going to go ahead. There's a few couple things that, I really find to be super important and why I believe that Hyliion has a lot of potential. And I'm going to go over those now. Time and time again on this channel, I have talked about the management team that Hyliion has put together, and that is 100% the biggest reason why I love this company. It is not even close. Because this, you look at some of these newer companies, and you'll start to look at the people they have on their board, and you're like, okay, what is this person capable of? Right? Because whenever you look at some other companies, even SPACs or other companies that IPO'd this year, you look at them and you're like, who are they have a management team who's clearly doing something right, but what credentials do they have? What experience do they have? What have they done in this industry that makes me think, oh, wow, they can do it again? Well, whenever I look at Hyliion, that is exactly what I see. Of course, you look at Thomas Healy. This person, Thomas has not really necessarily been on the scene that long. No one really knows exactly what he's done in his past. I mean, you can take a look at where he's gone to school and done all these things, but whenever it comes to being in this industry, no one really knows what he's capable of. But what we are sure about is that the people around him, his board of directors, the people who give him advice and let him know the moves that he should make, they have clear credentials. They have loads of experience in this industry, and they could do absolutely amazing things. When you look at people like Andy Card, Jose Oxon, those two alone have the same amount of experience as anyone when it comes to the transportation industry. They have seen the ins, they have seen the outs, they have seen the ups and the downs, they have seen everything that comes with the transportation industry, and they are directly with Thomas Healy. They are working with him to guide him, to guide this whole company in the right routes because they know what to avoid. Whenever you're working in some of the positions that they have seen companies get destroyed. They have seen what things it takes to, make it even legally whenever it comes to some legal regulations. They know what it takes. And I do believe that with their guidance, with their help, that Thomas Healy will make the right decisions when you take his technology and all his, his company's technology, along with that experience in this industry, that they can do phenomenal things. And that will never change. The next reason that I am staying invested into this company and the reason that I invested into this company is I absolutely love the concept. They have an amazing solution. They have an amazing concept to one of today's biggest problems. Whenever you look at a lot of stuff going on right now, especially when it comes to, companies that involve trucking and transportation and all this, a lot of this comes down to going more green, saving the environment, doing all these different things that will be beneficial to us in the future. And we are now in that era that it is becoming important. I talked about it probably like 6 or 7 times on this channel. The legal regulations and stuff that happened in California where they're banning the selling of gas-powered cars by 2035. This is now. This is right now. And Hyliion realized that there was an area in there that could be fixed. There's an area in there that was a problem with not much of a solution to. And whenever you look at it, so many of these companies, so many of these truck drivers, they simply cannot have, afford to completely revamp their whole entire fleet of trucks. They can't just say, oh, out with all the gas-powered trucks, we're getting all these new electric vehicles, or all these ones that can run on renewable natural gases. Not every company and not every truck driver can do that. And Hyliion realized that. They noticed that. They said, oh, this is going to be an issue because the government and a lot of different states are now saying, this is what it is. And a lot of these companies are like, well, we can't afford that. So what does Hyliion do? Hyliion goes in and they offer them a solution. They offer this hybrid, the Hypertruck ERX, that allows them to place this powertrain on an already existing vehicle. And I think that's genius. I think it is. Whenever you hear these people, these billionaires, when they say find a problem and fix it, that's exactly what Hyliion's doing. Now, the thing about that is, will this be a problem forever? Maybe not. Maybe not. I think eventually one day the majority of vehicles are going to be electric vehicles or run on renewable natural gases. We might not really rely on oil and gas that much. And Hyliion this Hypertruck ERX might not be all that relevant anymore. But what does that mean for the future? Because I wouldn't invest in a company if I didn't think it had a future. I think it is unfair to take this company and say, well, this is what they have, the Hypertruck ERX, this one solution that they've come up with. This is all they have and this is all they will ever have. I look at it deeper than that. I think about if they are able to come up with something like this, if they're not only able to conceptualize it, but make it real, but they're able to go in and actually get the science and put the science behind the idea to put this in action. Because you guys know what I always say, and align your actions with your thoughts. If you have an idea, align actions with it to get to the place you're trying to go to. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. And so in the future, whenever we have all these electric semis and all these renewable natural gas powered semis and all these things, there's going to be issues. It's not going to be perfect. There will be issues. And I don't see any reason as to why Hyliion won't be able to capitalize on those issues. Find solutions to it, especially once they've, made millions, billions from this Hypertruck ERX and all their other solutions. Once they can use that money to then reinvest in the science and be able to figure out all these new solutions, I think this company has a lot of potential. They are a problem solver. They are a way to completely revamp something that is a major part of society. And I think that in itself is amazing. And so with that being said, when I see the stock price do this, none of what I just said changed. What I just said is what I said. It's the truth at $30 or $10. And that's why I invest in a company. I don't care about the stock price. Of course, that's how you make money when the stock price goes up. But long term, with the fundamentals that it has, with the concepts that it has like this, It's almost guaranteed, in my honest opinion. Now, this isn't me saying go buy it. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy with a camera, the microphone, and a phone. And I'm just talking about what I think. But I really do believe that it's almost guaranteed that whenever they have such a strong team and such a strong concept, that this company is set up for success. Now, there is another reason why I believe that they are so set up for success, and that is because the infrastructure and the production that they are doing now. A lot of these companies I've seen, especially this year in particular, have been holding back a little bit. They're nervous. They're like, man, I want to hold on to all my cash. I don't want to do anything because who knows what's going to happen if there's going to be a vaccine. If there's no vaccine, then how long are we going to be in this? I'm going to be burning through cash. I'm going to go bankrupt. Hyliion's like, nope, we going to make it through this thing. We're taking the money that was invested in us, the money we raised as a startup, all of these different things. We're going to use it to grow our infrastructure. We're going to start production. We're going to get deals. We're going to do all of these different things to make sure that when our time is now, when our time is here for us to hit mainstream, for us to grow, that we are ready. Because one thing about Hyliion is they don't want to outgrow themselves. When the day comes that this thing could be super duper big, super popular, along, semi trucks, class 8 trucks. Well, if there's not enough infrastructure, if there's not enough stations, if they don't have enough production facilities, if they don't have enough deals to be able to, make discounts and make things convenient for their customers, they will outgrow themselves to the point that they can become really, unappealing. And that's not what they want to do. They're in progress. They are in the now. They are working to make sure. Because if this was a company, or if these were people who really genuinely did not have 100% faith that they would make this thing work, and that if they didn't have open interest from buyers, they wouldn't be doing all this. They wouldn't be doing all this at all. And so with that being said, it shows me. It says that they know something I might not. They have faith for reasons I may not know. And I have 100% faith in these people, in this management team, in this concept, in the progress that they are making now, that it is an amazing investment. With that being said, that is the 3 big reasons why I am staying invested in the Hyliion. I am not selling on this company. I am not bailing out. Let this thing drop to $5. I'm going to just have a $5 average cost, and that is what it is, because I'm staying in Hyliion. I have faith in them, and I think 10 years from now when I look back, I'm gonna be like, God dang it, I'm glad I didn't get out. Let me know you guys' thoughts down on Hyliion down below in the comment section. Again, if you did enjoy this video, if you got any insights from it, found value, entertainment, anything of that sort, you can let me know by smashing that like button. If you are new to the channel, we are pushing up on 1,150 subscribers today. So hopefully if you do enjoy this content, you can let me know by subscribing as well. Again, I'm posting almost every day this week. I want to just post and post and post, hustle out these videos, get the content up that you guys want to see. So let me know some things that you would like for me to post down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.